Let's begin. Hello and welcome. This is Dustin Guinee, and I'll be your guide on today's meditation on embracing change and impermanence. This meditation is good for anyone that's facing challenging changes in their lives, whether it's the loss of a job, a relationship, or a loved one. This meditation is here to soothe and calm your mind, to recognize and allow and accept the current situation for what it is, to be fully present in this moment without judgment. And through that, we find compassion for ourselves and others. So let's go ahead and get started with a few deep breaths. Deep breath in through the nose, filling up the diaphragm, and release. Releasing through the mouth, letting that air out. And deep breath in through the nose, filling up the diaphragm, and release. Releasing through the mouth. And deep breath in. And release. Okay, now on this fourth breath, we're going to try something a little different. I want you to inhale, and then I want you to hold your breath and just keep holding it until I tell you to let go. All right, so deep breath in and hold. And just hold on to that breath. Do not let go. Just hold on to that breath. Don't let it go. Don't release the breath. Hold on. Don't change. Don't move. And you may be feeling like you really need to take a breath right now. So go ahead and let that air out. Take another breath. And how did that feel? I wasn't trying to mess with you, but I was trying to show you that when you hold on to your breath like that, it doesn't feel that good, does it? No, it doesn't. Because why? Because the nature of the breath is we take an inhale in and an exhale out. Right? There's a give and there's a letting go. And when you can't let that air go, what happens? That carbon dioxide starts filling your body. Your body, your lungs start calling out for that oxygen. Maybe you even feel like you're suffocating or dying even, right? Because the breath, we need to exhale. We can't just hold on. But what do we do with our thoughts and emotions? We hold on. We don't let go. Okay, so this meditation is an opportunity for us to recognize what is changing in our lives and what do we need to let go of. What do we need to accept and ultimately exhale and let go so that we can inhale that fresh air once again, not holding on to the last breath, not holding on to the last memory, the last thought, the last feeling. Those are in the past. Those are gone now. What's happening right now? That's what we're tapping into. The present moment. So, fear, the doubt, the worry, aversion, we all experience these things. And we often create complex narratives around these negative thoughts and emotions. And I invite you to put the narratives on the shelf. Perhaps those narratives aren't true to begin with. Perhaps the mind is misleading us down the wrong path, telling us that things are much worse than they actually are. So we quiet the mind, and we quiet those narratives. And as we sit in stillness, we allow what is coming up for us to be present. And I'm sure that there's change in your life. And whether it's big or small, whether it's difficult or just a minor challenge, where are you at with that change? It's okay if there's some fear, doubt, worry. There's some suffering. That's human. That's the human experience. Especially with challenging changes. But we want to bring those moments, those thoughts, and hold them in non-judgmental awareness. So we're not judging ourselves, we're not judging others. Are there things that could have been done differently? Sure. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. All those things are in the past now. All we have now is this present moment. How do we want to be in this moment? How do we want to change? Every breath is a new beginning, an opportunity to begin again. How are you going to write your next chapter? Because it starts right here. It starts getting in touch with your true, authentic self. Not the chatter of the mind, not the fear, the doubt, the worry. Not that external forces telling you what you should, what you could do. What is your intuition telling you? When you align your head and your heart, what is that voice telling you? The Buddha says, change is never painful. Only resistance to change is painful. It's the resistance that creates the pain. But what if we reframed that challenging situation? What if it wasn't bad at all? What if our current challenge that we're facing is a growth opportunity, providing new lessons and perspectives, making us stronger, developing grit and endurance to make it through the long haul of life? Change is constant. The natural world is in a constant state of creation and deterioration. People live and people die. All life on the planet has a beginning and an end. So why do we fight it so much? We cherish the beginning, and yet we dread the end. Why? Why do we resist the end? Perhaps many of us feel like the end doesn't begin again. Or perhaps the end, just like that breath, just like that exhale, will begin again with another breath, another life, another beginning. So whatever you believe, you don't want to resist the end, whether that is a job, relationship, or life itself. Yes, that can be a difficult concept to grasp, but ultimately that is the greatest fear, is the end of life. So if we can come to terms with that impermanence, if we can accept that change, it can be profoundly liberating and freeing. Because then we know each day is a blessing, an opportunity for growth. Be grateful for what we do have. So, this light of loving awareness that shines on all of us, if we're not our thoughts, then what are we? Are we the awareness behind the thoughts, the watcher behind the feelings? The light of awareness, much like the sun shining down on the planet, on Earth, providing life to every living organism. Much like this light of the sun, it never ceases. This light of awareness is always available to us, always shining. Even in the dark of night, when we feel like there is no light of awareness, it's always there. It's just we've turned our back to it. The darkness does not possess a special power. It is simply the absence of this light of awareness. So what is your light of awareness telling you? What is my light of awareness telling me? So, the Buddha has these teachings called the 5 Remembrances. And these teachings are very powerful, particularly when it comes to embracing change and impermanence. And as I say these 5 remembrances, I'd like you to repeat them either out loud or in your head. So the first remembrance is, I am sure to become old. I cannot avoid aging. I am sure to become ill. I cannot avoid illness. I am sure to die. I cannot avoid death. One day I will be separated from all that is dear to me. And that could be things, people, places, pets. One day I'll be separated from all that is dear to me. And finally, I am the owner of my actions. And these actions could be good, bad, they could be virtuous, or they could be arrogance and ignorance. But these actions, these choices, this we own, our free will. We can choose how we respond to these difficult situations. So let us make a vow that through compassion and loving kindness for ourselves and others, show a little bit more patience, a little bit more empathy for ourselves when we're struggling, for other people when they're struggling. Let's practice a little bit more non-judgmental awareness for these difficult waters that we're all navigating, this river of life that we're all floating down, grappling with rapids and currents. So there's no other teacher that I think exemplifies adaptation to difficult changes more than Viktor Frankl. Viktor Frankl is a Jewish Austrian psychologist who survived the Nazi internment camps, including Auschwitz. He watched his family and friends die before his eyes in the gas chambers and experienced horrific circumstances in these concentration camps. Ultimately, his background in medicine allowed him to serve the other prisoners, and he became favored among the guards for his service to others, his selfless service in the face of such oppression. His attitude was different. He did not accept that death was right around the corner. He lived every moment, even in those concentration camps, with great intention to serve and help others. And ultimately, that allowed him to survive. So, you can read more about it in his book, Man's Search for Meaning. I highly recommend it. In that book, Dr. Viktor Frankl says, everything can be taken from a man, but one thing, the last of human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances, to choose one's own way. Between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. In our response lies our growth and our freedom. So you have the power to respond how you choose. You have the power to reframe your attitude, even in the most challenging situations. And I'd like to end with a poem that I've written for my family and my cousin who just lost his mother, my aunt, a few weeks ago in a horrible car accident. I wrote this poem dedicated to him, my cousin. called Not Broken. Dear one you have lost, what you hold so dear. I send my sympathies, so wholeness becomes clear. Feeling alone and broken from this tragedy and loss. But after the storm of suffering, to hold on there is a cost. To let go it seems too soon, but when will I accept that the only constant is change? I must let go of every breath. So why do I hold on to the way things were, afraid of all the changes, uncertain and unsure? I reminisce about the friends and family that are gone, but in my heart they're still alive, their spirits carry on. My angels watching out for me, I remember them in prayer, honor their lives by staying present and aware to this miracle of life that unfolds every day. Cherish each moment before our time passes away. My time on earth is short, I have to make it count. The love I share with others, greater than my bank account. Chasing down dollars, while my life passes me by. When I'm still in this moment, awareness will never die. Indestructible energy that transforms over time, not married to the form. Here I am divine. I am whole right now. Through clouds of suffering, block the sun. Give it time. Light rays break through. A new day has begun. Take your time to grieve. Wholly feel your pain. Lessons in the downpour. To get up and try again. I will be here for you whenever you need someone. Your angels watching over you. Know that we are one. You are not broken. You are human. And I love you. The light in me bows to the light in you. Namaste.